Shin Nihon Pro Wrestling Toukon Retsuden, or New Japan Pro Wrestling Fighting Spirit, is the WonderSwan installment of the pro wrestling video game series of the same name. As the name implies, the game lets you play as members of New Japan Pro Wrestling's roster of professional wrestlers. New Japan Pro Wrestling is the largest wrestling event promotion company in Japan, and is similar in popularity in the Japanese market to the WWE in the Western market. The company was founded in 1972 by Antonio Inoki, a retired Japanese wrestler and now politician who spent 34 years in the ring. Many of the organization's wrestlers have become pop culture icons in Japan, some of which are present in this game. Now, I may be surrounded by wrestling fans on social media, but I know little to nothing about professional wrestling. What I do know is that there are important distinctions between Western pro wrestling and Japanese pro wrestling. New Japan's wrestling style makes use of kicks and strikes from traditional martial arts, in combination with submission holds. There's also far less reliance on storylines or character building, as Japanese pro wrestling tends to be more about the admiration of wrestlers' fighting spirit, as they shake off blows and fight through legitimate injuries to prove their superiority. But enough about the discipline, let's get to the game. Shin Nihon Pro Wrestling Toukon Retsuden is a series developed by YUKE'S and published by toy manufacturer Tomy. YUKE'S may not be a household name, but they are a development house specializing in video game adaptations of professional wrestling. Aside from this series, they've been involved with Konami's Rumble Roses series, a few UFC titles, and every WWE video game made since the early 2000s, including the most recent WWE 2K17. They are the authoritative wrestling game developer, and as far as I can tell, the WonderSwan version of Toukon Retsuden is the fourth wrestling game they've ever made. The game offers a few modes to choose from: Title Match, G1 Climax, Time Attack, and a Training Mode. G1 Climax is a tournament mode mimicking the round-robin structure of New Japan's annual top-tier wrestling tournament, making it the deepest mode in the game. Strangely enough, the game doesn't let you quit out of a match while it's in progress, so a soft reset occurs if you press the A, B, and Start buttons simultaneously. As you can no doubt tell from this footage where I'm getting my ass kicked, I have very little experience with wrestling games. I had the chance to play a few WWE games at friends' houses in the past because it's what happened to be in their consoles at the time, but I never felt like anything about how the games were played made sense to someone used to more traditional 2D fighting games. Throughout my time playing this game, I never felt like anything I did intentionally was as effective against the CPU as simply mashing the buttons, and that just turns me off from wanting to play it more. Know that I'm not saying that this is a bad wrestling game, or that mashing is the most effective way to play the game, but what I am saying is that I'm not a person who's qualified to evaluate whether or not this is a great wrestling game. As someone who didn't like the genre before playing this, it certainly hasn't changed my opinion.